guys, today we're doing mac and cheese, gluten-free of course. And first things first is you always want to make sure that you salt pasta water pretty liberally, just to help flavor the pasta itself. So we're starting off our cheese sauce by setting the temperature on the burner to about 3.5 out of 10. And I've got half a stick of butter in the pot, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, several grinds of fresh black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, smoked if you've got it, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now I have onion flakes, so I'm going to use half a teaspoon. If you have onion powder, then use a 1/4 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of mustard powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And now add the half and half. I'm going to scramble my egg and measure out my cheeses and have all this ready to put together in the sauce. Okay, so I have a smallish bowl here with 1 whisked egg, plus my pot of warm liquid. And what I'm going to do is be ready to stir as soon as I pour some of the hot liquid onto the egg, and that'll keep the egg from scrambling immediately. It's a process called tempering, which basically just means controlling the temperatures so that you get your desired results. And start whisking, and slowly add the liquid. And you may need to add a couple ladles full, just to ensure that the egg is fully incorporated. Pick up the mixture and slowly add it back into your hot liquid, again whisking constantly. Alright, now that the egg is in here, we do need to keep this mixture moving. Because otherwise, if the egg sits in one spot too long, it could actually still scramble. So, I'm going to add my shredded cheeses first, starting with half a cup of mozzarella and 3/4 cup of cheddar. Next up is 6 slices of American cheese. And I think I'll put it in 2 slices at a time, just to get it incorporated. And half a block of cream cheese goes in last. And I went ahead and cut that into smaller chunks because 1 big chunk of cream cheese can take a while to melt down. And our pasta goes in. To prevent pasta from sticking, make sure to stir thoroughly. Once your pasta's in, go back to stirring your cheese sauce, and in about 8 minutes, everything should be ready to combine. Alright, pasta's done, so I'm going to strain it. Okay, so we're going to return the pasta to the pot, and we're going to pour our cheese sauce over. Now, if you like stovetop mac and cheese, then turn the burner back on and just let this reduce to the thickness that you like for your sauce. Probably wouldn't take more than a few minutes. However, I'm going to take it to the next step and make a baked mac and cheese. So, once all of the pasta is well coated, I'm going to pour it into my greased dish, level with the back of your spoon, and bake at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, during the first bake period is the perfect time to actually prep the breadcrumb topping. So I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, pop it in a mug, and melt it in the microwave. Okay, I'm just going to eyeball the amount of cheese. We're looking for about a 1/4 cup of cheddar. The one thing that Udi's bread is good for, we're going to use 3 slices. I'm going to go ahead and break these down smaller. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to spin this on the lowest speed to get kind of a uniform texture. And take a peek. Yeah, that looks like it belongs on top of mac and cheese. So I'm going to drizzle in the melted butter and pulse it a few times just to get everything combined. And extract your breadcrumbs to have ready for the end of the first bake period. Alright, our first 20 minutes is up. So now I'm going to liberally top this with the breadcrumb mixture. And bake again for another 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I finished my photos, which means now I get to actually eat it. Perfection. So now's the part where I just forget that I'm supposed to talk and keep shoveling mac and cheese into my face. Because yes, it really is that good. The noodles are soft. The cheese itself isn't really, it's not too gooey, but it hasn't gotten like crunchy yet either. The breadcrumb topping does add a nice crunch on top. It's delicious, and I happen to be starving, so I am going to wrap this up so that I can finish it. So I will see you guys next time on the Deglutenizer. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, watch my other videos, and donate to help launch my restaurant consultation service and eventually make the Deglutenizer the biggest name in gluten-free products and services.